Hi, this is Sue Jackson of the Book by Book blog, here with another Friday Reads. First, I'll tell you what I just finished. Nature's Best Hope by Douglas Tallamy. I read this for my neighborhood book group, and we met on Zoom this week. And Doug is a local naturalist and professor at the University of Delaware. So, but his book is for anyone, anywhere. It's all about using native plants to make your own yard, even if it's tiny, a little bit of an oasis. Um, and I knew already that it was important to use native plants. So I didn't think I was going to learn anything from this book. Wow, was I wrong. He explains why it's important to use native plants. And I learned so much. Um, you have to choose the right plants in order to support the right insects that will then support the birds and the animals and the rest of the food chain. So it's really important that we choose native plants instead of the typical non-native ornamentals that most of our yards were planted with originally. Um, we had a great discussion on this week with my neighborhood. We talked both about our own yards and our neighborhood as a whole, and just learned a lot. I highly recommend this book. As you can see, I've got lots of pages tabbed, and he has some beautiful full color photographs in here. Some of them are local, since he's a local author, which was kind of neat. But you know, the advice in the book is for everyone. So definitely check this out. So, there's also, I'm not finding them right now. There's a lot of pictures of birds and bees and caterpillars and things like that. Nature's Best Hope by Doug Tallamy. And I just finished that, so I have just barely begun Ready Player 2 by Ernest Cline. I've been looking forward to this one for a while. My whole family loved Ready Player 1, as did most of the rest of the world. My husband, my older son, and I all read it, passed it around the house, loved it. You know, each one of us would finish it and say to the others, "You have to read this." So we've all been looking forward to the sequel. We enjoyed the movie too. So Ready Player 2 has a very similar setup to the first book. There's another quest. Wade is now in charge, but there's another quest and another villain, and he has to play the game and find the Easter eggs, and work with his friends to save the world. So I'm looking forward to it. My husband enjoyed it, and should be fun. And finally, on audio, I am listening to Astray by Emma Donoghue. Now, I started this book having no idea what it was about. I do that sometimes, especially with audios. I'll download a bunch of them at once and then forget what they're about. But I knew I liked the author. Loved Room, as did just about everyone else. And so I was surprised to get partway into this one and find out it's actually a collection of short stories, not a novel. But they are wonderful so far. So what she's done with these stories is many of them take place in the 18 and 1900s. She has taken a small nugget of real news. She must have, I can't imagine the research she did for this book, because each story is so different and so unique. But she takes a small nugget of real news and then builds her fictional short story to fill in the details. So, for instance, the first story is about, in the 1800s, an African elephant named Jumbo, who was held by who was a part of the London Zoological Society, and Jumbo's keeper were sold to P.T. Barnum and sent to the United States. So she builds a whole story around this and really fills in, how the keeper feels about this, what's going on, what his relationship is like with the elephant. So I don't know how many stories are in there. I'm just partway in, but I am enjoying every single one of them. They're all unique and fascinating. The historical details amazing. That was Astray by Emma Donoghue on audio, and that's what I'm reading right now. What are you reading this weekend? Let me know in the comments below.